So I used to hate seeing myself in the mirror. I hate standing in the mirror, because most times when you stand in the mirror, the picture you see is a false. A lot of people are smiling, but they are bottling up a lot of things that they cannot share with you or the next person. Why? Society has made it so impossible for a lot of us to voice our things without being criticized. Anyways, have you ever been body shamed before, mocked, or laughed at for one thing or the other? Well, we're here to talk about it, the experience, how it feels like, why we find it so difficult to speak out and all. And please, if you're just joining, please hit the like button, subscribe, and Ada, why are you so big? Why are you so small? Why are you writing like this? See your head. Have you not seen your mates? Do they carry 4 heads? Are they better than you? You can do better. Stop, you like play. All of these things and many more. Every youth has gone through it. Whether from home, anywhere, school, home, church, market, outside, we've all passed through this. But funny enough, why is this thing hitting us so hard? Why? Why is it hitting us so hard? One, it's very simple. You tend to realize that if you come from a well African home, these are some of the things you get to hear on a regular basis, and your mind, your brain has processed it. It's inside here. So the self-confidence, the self-esteem and all is dead to an extent. They've all gone on holiday. So once you go outside and maybe you're passing and somebody is laughing, you think, they're laughing at me because of my clothes. They're laughing at me because maybe I'm big. They're laughing at me because, like I said, the first thing that's contributing to all this is already the information that has entered here. The things that your brain is always processing. These are false things, but how do we know? How do we even get to convince people that these things are false? How? Let's come home. I remember when I'm not that, then I was not usually be the brightest and everything. But when you go to school and, end of time, everybody are bringing results, you bring and you start hearing, how many people? Who was the first person? Once you hear who was the first person, those kind of things. We don't have to go much in details. And you start hearing some funny statements. Can you ever be better? See, all you do is eat and be getting fat. All you do is eat and be sleeping. All these things actually, our brain keep processing it. And then when you now look into the mirror, what you begin to see there is a reflection of what your mind, the illusion, that image that your mind has already built up. Your mind, your brain, everything that it has already built up, that image, when you stand in the mirror, that is who you see. You no longer see the real definition of the person that God has created. You no longer see that blessed child. All you begin to see is what people have been saying about you. Now, when we talk about people, these are sometimes we talk about family settings, school settings, and some kind of funny associations, the kind of places we find ourselves. These are words. Their words begin to reflect, and that's what you see in the mirror. But funny enough, that's not you. I don't know if you believe me, but I'm telling you, that's not you. So I used to hate seeing myself in the mirror. I hate standing in the mirror, because most times when you stand in the mirror, the picture you see is a false image of yourself. Imagine you dress nice and you're about to step out. You after taking your time to dress up. When you stand in the mirror, you're seeing something else. Sometimes you're excited, but when you take picture, you start seeing the reality, and what they said is true. My cheeks are now big, this and this. See, in all this, the family setup, school, mark, you name it. See the associations that you find yourself that brings up all this negativity that your brain has so stocked is the image you are now seeing. These are all false. The Bible says that when God created everything and he saw that it was good, he rested. You're part of the good plans. God has created you well. So all the things that you hear, you are this, you are that, you are this, those negative thoughts, that's not you. And the only way to beat those thoughts away from you, let them not reflect you, is by here. You have to start from here. Your mind, you have to start correcting it. Each time I wake up, most times I tell myself I'm blessed. Those daily positive confessions, those are the things that can help you reshape yourself. And you might not start seeing results immediately, but with consistency. Do it for just even a month, and you start seeing the reflection of God's creation, that beauty that God has created. Should we try it? I challenge you to do that. Build your life, build your circle, build everything around you with positive blocks. We're not saying negative things will not come in. You see, that self-esteem that you've lost, that self-confidence that you've lost, it's not like you've lost them. They actually went on holiday, and your brain has been processing negative things. See, the best way to change your narration, so that when you stand in the mirror, so that when people say negative things, it enters here and fly out here, is when you solidly build yourself. You solidly stand your ground, and anyhow you want to put it, and give yourself those positive push. Change your association, change your environment. In fact, change a lot of things and ensure that all you receive is positive push. Like I said, nobody is saying negative things will not come in. They will come in. But remember, what you take in is what you reflect. Is what enters you is what you reflect. And for a while, the body shaming, the low self-esteem and all that you keep receiving from people, because once they talk, you swallow it in. You take coke and whatever to digest it inside. But when those negative things come your way, what you do is it flies out, and you incubate positive vibes. Trust me, anywhere you go, people will see changes. Negative thoughts will come. It will come and bounce back. Because why? You've surrounded yourself, your association and everything is giving positive, and that's how you can see quick results in anything, especially in this year 2025. That's how you can see results in anything you are doing. All you need to do to boost up your self-esteem and every other thing is simple. Get yourself around positive people that will push you. And like I said, you will obviously receive negative comments, but when they come, don't swallow it. Spit it out. Don't swallow it. You can change so many things just by ensuring that whatever you hear, it's not you. Sometimes you hear things and you're like, that's not me. So you don't even need to respond. Like when they talk, this one you're talking to yourself. And if you've come this far with us, I hope everything I've said you've understood. If you've not watched the previous videos, please go and watch. It will help us. We want to remove a lot of people from that low self-esteem WhatsApp group. And finally, we're done. You can only change things, your self-esteem and every other thing around you, the way people look at you and all the image and picture. You can change everything by yourself. Nobody's going to come help you do that. You can change it by yourself. And so surround yourself with people that will push you into positive things, positive vibes. Please, 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 please. Negative things will come, like I said in our other video, but it all boils down to you. And thank you so much for joining. Thank you so much for following us from start to finish. Until I come your way again, I remain your whatever you call me. Bye bye. Please do not forget to like, share, and subscribe. Drop a comment. Thank you.